during that production to cover 9 American football fields, just shy of 2,000 candy canes, and they did take over 11 of our 28 sound stages, making that the largest movie to ever film on our lot. Now, right next to Whoville, here on the lot, lives a real psycho. Not talking about the Grinch. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bates Motel and the original house from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Now, if you're a fan of the Bates Motel that aired on A&E, that show did not film here. It actually filmed in Canada, but they modeled their set after our existing Bates Motel here on your right-hand side. Now, this was built for Psycho 2. But if you take a look up those stairs at the top of the hill, you will see the original house from Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. Now, this set is still standing from the 1960s, and it's easily one of the most iconic sets in the entire world. And as we pass in front of it, I want you to look in that first upper story window. You may just get a glimpse of Mother Bates. Don't be alarmed, but it looks like Norman Bates is home. We're just gonna drive on by, buddy, not looking for any trouble today. Yeah. All right, everybody, from one of the most iconic sets in the world into one of the most impressive. Welcome to the crash site from Steven Spielberg's 2005 War of the Worlds, starring Tom Cruise and Dakota Fanning. Here to give you a little bit more information about this set, our production designer Rick Carter and Mr. Steven Spielberg.
The airplane crash site set is a perfect example of a set that is all designed around a vision that Steven had.
Things that you got to sit down to talk about the War of the World. I thought, what if the 747 goes down right in a big neighborhood? Because it's just something you don't see.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep listening.
Now, what do you guys think about that plane on your left? Is that a real plane or a fake plane?
Real. So they cut up.
Ooh, we're a little split here in front of one. That's a real 747. The production purchased it from an airplane junkyard for about $60,000. Then ripped it to shreds and then shipped it here to the lot for filming. And the shipping and handling ended up costing the production $200,000. And after all that money, the plane actually ends up on screen for less than 5 minutes. But Steven Spielberg loves his practical effects. That's what you can actually see in front of the camera while you're filming, as opposed to CGI. Now, as we leave here, take a look over your right shoulder. You're going to see a massive blue wall. That's called Falls Lake. That's the largest freestanding backdrop in Hollywood, and it's painted that vibrant blue so it can be used for computer-generated imagery. Now, to demonstrate how we usually film out here at Falls Lake, take a look at your screens. We did use it in the movie Sully, starring Tom Hanks. They filmed the evacuation sequences out here. So in front of the wall is a basin that we can fill with millions of gallons of water, and this is a great place to replicate open ocean settings. So they filled up the basin with water, put the plane out there, and brought the actors around. And when they were filming, the wall was still electric blue. But once they were done filming, they took the footage onto the computer and digitally wiped it and replaced it with everything you can see at the back of the scene. So all that sky, the buildings, all of that is done digitally on the computer in post-production. So as you can imagine, it's perfect for all kinds of big blockbuster movies, like Hunger Games: Catching Fire. When the tributes come up into the arena by the cornucopia, that was filmed over there at Falls Lake. Jurassic World, when the boys break out of the gyrosphere and they're running from that dinosaur, they end up running off of a cliffside at Falls Lake. There's a mermaid attack sequence in Pirates of the Caribbean on Stranger Tides that used it, and it was actually turned into the English Channel in Christopher Nolan's World War II epic Dunkirk, at which time we had a bunch of these World War II vessels floating out there for a number of weeks while they were filming. It was pretty awesome. Now, when they were filming, we were not allowed to tell people what it was happening out there at Falls Lake, and that's exactly what's going on right now. You'll notice there's some activity over there at Falls Lake, and it is a brand new big blockbuster movie, but we signed a non-disclosure agreement, so I can't tell you anything else about it, but it's very cool. Now, you may have, actually, take a look at your screens. Here's some other productions that used our Falls Lake area. First off, Jaws: The Revenge in '87. We used it a lot over the years. Now, if you look sort of over your right shoulder behind that green fence, there actually is a little cabin tucked away over there. It's been used a bunch of times. It was used in Shooter with Mark Wahlberg, Deja Vu with Denzel Washington, and this comedy classic. All right. Now, we've done an awful lot of talking about the ins and outs of movie making, and what we're going to do next is take you right on inside of the super glamorous Sullivan Truck Garage to place you right in the middle of the action with our Fast and Furious friends. So when we head inside there, you don't need to put on those 3D glasses right away, but you might want to locate them, have them handy. We are going to need them in just a few minutes, and on your screens you're going to get a little taste about who we're dealing with.
This is Agent Novak with an FBI alert about individuals who are not authorized to be involved in the witness protection operation I'm heading up with my FBI team. Be on alert for Dominic Toretto, an ex-convict who has broken laws throughout the U.S. and around the world. Despite his checkered past, Toretto and his crew were recruited by Agent Luke Hobbs to assist U.S. diplomatic security missions and was granted a pardon for the crimes he committed.
Welcome to Sullivan Truck Garage. Again, remember to remain seated, and now that we're all inside, I'm going to see if I can get any of the members of this crew out here to tell us what they want us to do next.
Hey, yo! They just got here. All right, I got it. Well, listen, hello, beautiful people, particularly you right there missing the third row. How you doing? You good? My name is Roman Pierce. Pleased to meet you. My buddy Hobbs asked us to stash you from Shaw for a while. So we brought you in our secret spot. We're having a few friends over. It's a little messy, but it's all good. The more the merrier. Especially you right there in that third row, like I was saying. Good. So look, see over there? That's Hobbs' urban assault vehicle. Best truck the U.S. government can buy. But that work of art back over there was made by my man Tej. Think of it as like a Mona Lisa on wheels. Extra fly.
So did you break it down to them?
What's that?
You had one job to do, Roman, one. All right, look guys, we're gonna keep Shaw from finding you, but to keep you safe, we need your help. We don't want the syndicate tracking us here, so put away your cameras and turn off your cell phones. One flash or one ringtone could give us away.
I need y'all to take this real serious.
Okay, pull into the next bay and we'll meet you in there.
So like I was saying, the third row, right? The same direction.
All right, so as soon as Roman opens up these doors, we're going to move on into the next bay over. Same thing goes in there. You do not need to have those 3D glasses on quite yet.
Roman Pierce, FBI, don't move. Neil, that's right, party's over.
You know how long I took to iron this shirt, man? I'm not...
You're under arrest right now.
Ladies, just back up a little bit. I got it. It's lightweight. First of all, I don't work for you.
Oh, really? Well, tell me, Roman, who do you work for?
We don't work for nobody. Cop, I suggest you clear out of here, otherwise we can't guarantee your safety.
Guarantee my safety? I'm the one holding the gun.
Yeah, but mine's a whole lot bigger than yours. Hobbs, escort this novice out. Let's go, Cookie Puss! That ugly suit on, man. It's cheap.
Somebody out there really pissed off Shaw. It's gonna get ugly fast.
Yeah, don't worry. Lucky for you, our whole family will protect you.
Are you kidding me, Gorman? You didn't shut off your phone, bro?
I gotta call you back. I'm in the middle of this.
See what I'm talking about?
Call you back.
Man.
It was on vibrate.
Sure traced us. I just can't hold it forever. Letty, Roman, we're up. Driver, move that vehicle.
It's about to get real interesting. My Mona Lisa's all warmed up right next door.
Roman, grab your truck. I need you and Letty ready to roll.
Ladies and gentlemen, take a moment to secure your loose articles. Another bumpy ride ahead. So again, remain seated at all times, and now is the perfect time to put on those 3D glasses. Glasses on, everyone.
Which one of you is the witness? Speak now or you all get fried!
This is our turn.
After them!
Okay, guys, it's showtime. Come to the left. This thing ain't moving fast enough. Roman, Letty, hook him up. Now we're moving.
You can be the witness to us or we call it a day! The witness is mine, Letty!
How about you eat asphalt?
Don't think you're getting away! Find the balls!
Way to go, Letty. Don't find another missile shot. Not gonna happen. Don't worry, I got this. Hit the nitrous. Ride or die.
Yes, everybody make some noise for Fast and Furious Supercharged!
Over job, everybody. You protected the witness and you can resume breathing.
You know it's crazy out there. You guys right hard. Respect.
You know, my Mona Lisa got messed up a little bit, but it's all good. We got through it. Y'all held us down. Appreciate it. They say the bigger the family, the stronger it is. You guys did good out there. And you're welcome to join our crew anytime.
Now, Fast and Furious Supercharged is the world's largest and most intense 3D experience. It's also the grand finale of our studio tour. So Jesse and I are taking you back to the theme park so you can enjoy the rest of your day here. Now, keep in mind, we're going to be open until 8 o'clock tonight, so there's still plenty of time left. And while you're here, I do highly recommend checking out Waterworld. It's our #1 rated show, a live Sea War spectacular featuring some of the best stuntmen and women in Hollywood. And your next chance to see it today is going to be at 3:15. Not to worry if you don't make that show, there are a couple others after that. And if you want to stay up to date on the show times and the wait times for the rides, all of that information is available on the Universal Studios Hollywood app, so right at your fingertips. Now we're almost back to unload, and when we get there, you're going to see some bins set up for 3D glasses return, so give us our glasses back.